All right, everybody, welcome back. If you remember in my first video, I just talked about how you could use Snagit to do a screen capture video. And now I'm going to talk to you about how you could take that screen capture video that you've created and you've saved that file, and now you could upload it to YouTube, which for me personally, I find to be a little bit more flexible as to then how I can use that video. So with a YouTube file or YouTube link, I can post it on a website. I can put it in a PowerPoint presentation. I can put it in a Google Doc or a Word doc. I can send it in an email. There's just a lot of variety and options for me, which is why I like to do that. And again, maybe I should from Snagit automatically upload it here to YouTube, but I just like the ability to kind of pick and choose what videos I put here and some of the information and stuff that I use with it. So, but anyway, without further ado, so YouTube. If you remember, I mentioned in the previous video, we all have YouTube channels or YouTube accounts because of our @fcpsschools.net account with Google. So to double check and make sure that you're in that, and you should automatically, if you're logged into your Google Drive, you should automatically, when you log into YouTube, be within that account. But if you want to double check, you want to click on your little icon if you have one for Google that you've created. It should show up there. Okay. If not, you're going to want to click on the top right corner. Okay. And this is where you're going to double check and make sure. So yep, sure enough, I have my @FCPS Schools account. That's what I'm logged into. If you're not logged in for some reason, then you're just going to simply log in, and you would do the same. It would be over here on the right side. It might also be here on the left side that it asks you to log in. But I'm almost positive it's going to be over here on the right side. You're going to click and log in. Okay. And then once you are ready to upload your video, you're in YouTube. You've already, like I said, you've already created your Snagit video. You've already saved your file somewhere. You're ready to upload it to YouTube. You're going to click on this little camera icon. It's going to give you a couple options. You're going to want to go with upload video. Okay, it's going to bring up another screen. This is going to allow you to upload the video. So here you can select the file. All right, so I'm going to select the file. It's going to pop up another window. I'm going to look for my video, which I'm going to try to remember what I called it. Snagit test video. No, that's not it, I don't think. We'll just go with that one. Who cares? All right, so that's the video that I'm using. Okay. So you can title it whatever you would like to title it. English 12 or English 11, lecture 1 or whatever. You could give it a description. So this could explain what topic you're covering in the video. It could be an ask or something that you're asking the students to do. So it could be, hey, today we're going to be talking about poetry and you have 2 activities to complete, and then list out the activities. Or you could leave it blank. Completely up to you. Thumbnail, you can choose your own custom thumbnail, or by default, YouTube will usually take a couple images from your video and put them there. I don't care enough about my thumbnail, so I just leave it as to whatever YouTube makes as the default thumbnail. Next is playlist. I use YouTube a lot, so I have a bunch of playlists that I've created for videos that I have created and uploaded. If you've never used YouTube before, you're probably not going to have any playlists, and that's okay. You don't have to save your videos to a playlist. It's just another way to easily find your stuff. So think of playlists as like a folder where you're storing files, okay? Kind of the same concept. So let's say you wanted to save it to a playlist. You click on playlist and you'd scroll through. As you can see, I have a bunch of playlists. If you don't have a playlist, but you want to create one, you can do that here as well. So as you see, I have a new playlist button. I click on new playlist, give it a title. Then you have options here as far as how this playlist is going to be viewed. And YouTube is different than all the other @FCPS School account stuff that you have. So your Google Drive is the quote-unquote walled garden that nobody can come in if they're not at the @FCPS Schools account, okay? This is different, meaning anybody in the world can find your videos, find your playlists. So if you set it to public, that means when someone searches your playlist or your video, it's going to come up in the search, okay? If you set it to private, playlist or video, that means you and only select people that you choose can find your playlist and find your video, okay? Unlisted, which is typically what I go with, means cannot find it in a search, but as soon as I share the link, this link here, okay, as soon as I share that link, it's going to be available for anybody to watch, which I find easiest. So that way, if I share the link in an email, anybody that has that email is going to be able to click on the link and use it. Put it in a Google Doc, put it in a Word doc, put it in a Google site or a website or a PowerPoint presentation or Google slide. As soon as I put that link in there with unlisted, it's going to be available for them to watch. So that is what I find easiest, okay? So you've done all your settings for your playlist. You're ready to go. You'd press create. I'm not going to create a playlist, so I'm just going to do that. If you had a playlist that you were going to select, you could check the box, then press done, okay? Audience, which is the next section. You're going to want to select yes, because it's going to be for kids, which is automatically going to set up all the rest of your settings. You don't have to do anything else. It's going to eliminate the ability for comments to be added to your videos, which is good, and a bunch of other things. I think that's the biggest one, though. All right, and I think it's automatically going to default it as an educational video, and and eliminate comments. So next, you're gonna click next. You do not have access to this video elements, so you can just skip this section, and then it comes to the visibility of your video. So we talked about how your playlist would be shared and viewed within YouTube. The same applies to your video, okay? So you want to set it up one of these three ways. Again, I default to unlisted myself because it just makes it easy. I don't have to worry about people searching and finding my video, but I also, as soon as I share out the link, I know it's going to be good to go and people are going to be able to watch it. All right. Once you're done with that, press save. It's going to save your video. Now you have your share link that you can put wherever you need to put it, in your Google Classroom, in your Blackboard, in a Google document, in a Google slide, in a PowerPoint, etc., etc., etc. You also have options here. None of these are really applicable to me, probably to you too, but then once you're done, you press close, and then what it comes to is your channel videos. So once you're done, this is going to be, you're going to see every video that you've done recently. It's going to show you all those videos, okay? And if you need to, you can kind of hover over a video, click on the three dots, and you can get that shareable link again if you need to, or if you need to edit the title or description of the video in some way, you can do that as well. You can also change the visibility of that. So I currently have them as unlisted, but you could change those to public or private or whatever you needed to do. Okay? So that really quickly is how you take your video that you created in Snagit, and now you've uploaded it to YouTube. And in my next video, I'm going to show you how to take the video that you've now uploaded into YouTube and put it into Edpuzzle. All right?